Welcome to the Bizz show on the Linked Local Network. I'm Catherine Johns. This is Dorian Earl. And Dorian is with IM Marketing. He's the regional sales manager, and he's going to tell us all about mobile marketing, why you need it, and what you're missing out on if you don't have it. So start me off with, how many businesses are not taking advantage of mobile marketing?
Well, I would say studies have shown, I think that Google shows now, there are 90% of businesses that are not mobile friendly. They're not communicating actively with their customers on mobile devices, smartphones, tablets.
But everybody's got a website, and your website shows up on an iPhone, doesn't it?
Well, not all websites do actually show up. There are some maybe that was built 3-4 years ago, haven't been updated, and if you've searched and you've seen those where the pictures don't load or the format isn't proper,
okay.
Those are probably those websites. And then there are some that's built in the last 3 years that are what's called mobile friendly or maybe viewable, but you can't engage the business.
So what's the difference between being viewable and being engageable?
Well, the platform on desktop is more research oriented. So when somebody searches for a business, they're looking for, okay, what's the business do? What kind of goods and services? It's not a task oriented search, it's a more research oriented search. When somebody is searching from the mobile phone, especially, I'm looking for the restaurant, I want the number, I want the map, I want the email, I want to be able to contact that business. Desktop websites don't have that. And also, you've got to do the pinch and the zoom. It's not thumb friendly.
Well, that's true.
So
that pinch and zoom thing gets really complicated.
Well, the pinch and zoom thing is what really separates the two. So somebody needs to be able to kind of engage that business, not have to, pinch, zoom, scroll around, read, engage.
So talk to me a little bit about those QR codes, because that's part of this mobile thing, isn't it?
It is.
And they confuse the hell out of me. What is a QR code about anyway?
And I don't think it's just you. I think they've probably had a slower catch-on phase, if I can say that, because most of those QR codes, you've got a couple different facets. You've got one, the phone has to have the app that reads it. And then two, where does that QR code point to? What is that telling the phone to actually do? Is it telling it to, probably in the last couple of years, most of them have just led to web pages that aren't mobile friendly. So you take the time.
What is that, right?
Right. So you take the time, you download the app, you scan it, and you go, wait a minute, I'm not going to read this. So now most of the people are now starting to catch on with saying, okay, we've got to link them to something that they can view on the phone, that they can engage, they can share with their friends. So mobile coupons are popular, liking on Facebook, following on Twitter. All of those QR actions are now becoming more popular. Hence, now you're seeing it more and more places. And
what about texting? How does that fit into this?
Well, texting's big. Texting is probably the #1 mobile medium to talk with your customer, I would say. 99% of text messages are read. 95% are read within the first 5 minutes of being sent.
Really?
So if you're a
restaurant, if I want your attention, I need to text you.
You definitely do. And then you can tag with that text, you can picture, you can add audio onto it. What a lot of people do is they will text out some kind of promo or some kind of action and link that back to their website and then drive the traffic, drive the engagement. So big deal. Huge.
So it sounds like this is especially useful for storefronts, right? Not a service business, but a business that is an actual place that you're going to go to. Like I'm working out of a little room in my bungalow.
Yeah.
I do not want people coming into my bungalow. You know what I mean? I'm not going to use that. But a business like an ice cream shop or a dry cleaner or any place where there's a physical location. They're the people who really need this, right?
Well, both. Half of all of search, or I should say over half of all of search, is coming through a mobile device. So half the people looking for your service, whether you're doing it out of your home, if you're an accountant out of your home, if you have a storefront, if you're a traveling massage therapist, I'm looking on my phone, if I'm the locksmith, if I'm that auto guy who does it out of his, half the people looking for the services right now are doing it on a mobile device. So if you're not visible and engaging, especially in the service, you're a doctor, dentist, you have some kind of a service, not a physical product.
Then we need to be mobile.
You need to be mobile because those are the most searched items out there.
So how are we going to find you so we can get mobile?
Well, you'll find me by going to www.immarketing.me. So that's IM as in Mary and then marketing.me. And then you'll be routed through depending on where you're at in the country. I'm the Midwest guy, so everything in the Midwest is probably me.
Yep.
And we also have some sales leaders in different corners of the country. So.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dorian Earl is my guest. I'm Catherine Johns, and this is the Bizz Show on Linked Local Network. Link locally and connect globally.